Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, the color grading today is a little bit different. I now finally got the film look. So Dehancer reached out to me and they asked if I want to review the product. And of course I want to do that. It's really amazing. It really gives that vintage film look that I was looking for. I tried a lot of things. I tried LUTs. I tried color grading, different lenses, different cameras, film grain overlay, all that stuff. I tried everything. So what is Dehancer? Dehancer is a film emulation plugin. You can color grade with it. It got a lot of film stocks, cool effects like film grain, halation, bloom. Dehancer also gives me a discount code. If you use this Benito, you can get 10% off on the Dehancer plugin. Dehancer is for DaVinci Resolve, Adobe Premiere, Final Cut, and they also got it for photo like Lightroom and all that stuff, Photoshop. And they also got a mobile version and a desktop version. And I think the mobile version is really great because when you're traveling and you want to upload it fast on Instagram, you can make it in the mobile version, so it's really great. So I made some color grade examples, all in a different style with different cameras. I used the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, the DJI Mini 4 Pro, the Sony ZV-E 1 and the Sony A7c Mark II. And I tried some cool stuff. Let's check it out, man. Let's dive in DaVinci Resolve and color grade some footage with the Dehancer plugin. Hey guys, we are now in DaVinci Resolve. I made a node tree of 5 nodes: input, white balance, exposure. Yeah, there's a little bit of color grading, the look, and the Dehancer plugin. So it's important that the Dehancer plugin is at the end at the pipeline. So as you can see now, it doesn't look the way that I want it. So let's go down in the plugin and disable all tools. Okay. We're gonna change the quality from high to slow. Yes. Input stays on Rec 709. Here we can play with the exposure, but I think for now it's good. The temperature is also where I want. Tint compensation, the fringe radius. I'm gonna leave it like this, the input. Now the cool part, we're gonna choose the film. So Dehancer got a ton of films. Really, I didn't have the time to check it all, but there's a lot. From Adox, Cinestill, Fuji, Kodak. Kodak is one of my favorites. So most of the time I choose the Kodak Vision 3. For now this is daylight, so I'm gonna choose for the 250D or the 50D. So let's check it out. Oh, I need to enable it. Yes, that's not great also. Let's check out the 50D, and I think that's better. Yeah. And here we can do the push and pull EV, and I think I'm gonna let it be like this. Yes. Yeah. Then we go to film developer. You can do the contrast boost. I think a little bit like this is good. Gamma correction. Gonna let it be on 0. Color separation is on 100. You can also do color boost. Not too much, otherwise they're gonna look like a tomato. Yes, maybe like this. Before and after. And then we go to film compression. Film compression is really also a great tool. When you got blown out highlights, you can bring back a little bit of the details back. So let's enable it. As you can see what it's doing here with the highlights. Yes. Let's put it on 29.5. You can play with the white points, but I prefer on what it was, 100. Tonal range, maybe like this. And also the color density, also great tool. Yes. So before and after. It's beginning to look a lot like a painting. I really like that in with film. So let's check out expand. Most of the time I don't touch expand. You can play with the, oh, let's enable it. You can play with the black points, white points. Yes, okay. And let's go to the print where the magic happens. Let's enable it. Okay. So you got the Cineon film lock. I never used that. The Fujifilm is also really cool. But most of the time I use the 2383. I really like that. Before and after. How nice is this? Yeah. I really like this. And you can also play with the target white. Yeah, maybe a little bit warmer. Yes. And with the exposure. But I think it's great at 0. Tonal contrast. Let's see what we can do. Maybe at 4.3. Color density also, but I think the density maybe a little bit like this. Yes, saturation is on 100. Analog range limiter, I always disable it. And then we go to the color head, and that's basically when you can color grade your film, but on digital. Let's enable it. Oh shit. And more to the yellow, more to the blues, magenta, green. Yeah. Cyan or red. And you can really color grade with it. It's really cool. But most of the time I use the plugins in DaVinci Resolve for the color grading and Dehancer for the vintage touch. Just I use the film grain, the film, the print, but for color grading most of the time I use the DaVinci Resolve plugins. So let's and you can also for the shadows more to the colder sides, and maybe for the highlights a little bit more warm tones. You can do a lot of it. Yeah. Okay, let's disable it because I don't use it at this moment. So film grain. Let's zoom a little bit and enable it. I think for this vibe, the 35mm ISO 250, I think for this scene it works really well. Yeah, I love this. Maybe a little bit less, 25. Okay, yeah, that's great. Now one of my favorites, halation. Let's enable it. Boom. So for a long time I didn't understand what that red glow was on the highlights and stuff. And now I finally know that it's halation. So you can choose the 8mm and the 8mm no ramjet. You can also do a mask to see what the halation is targeting. With the mask you can draw it a little bit down like this. Mask mode. I think for me personally this is a little bit too much, so I'm gonna look at the 35mm mask on, and let's see it. Yes. Some people like it when it's really heavy halation. Me personally, I don't want to be the halation too strong. So I think 35mm, and I think this is perfect. Yes. Let's look at bloom. Before, after. You got also a mask mode, but at the moment it's a little bit difficult to see with this shot. Let's see, the 8mm. I think the 16mm. So before and after. Yes, I like this. I like that glow on the highlights. Yeah, I really like bloom. Bloom, halation and film grain. That's my favorite effects in Dehancer plugin. Let's check out film damage. Film damage are all those scratches and hairs on film. So let's play it. As you can see, Dehancer at the moment is a little bit laggy because it's a heavy plugin, especially when you enable the halation and the bloom. Yes. Let's check out the film damage. Let's put it on 8mm. It's really heavy. Like this, for me it's too much. 16mm also. 35mm for me is good. Almost everything I do at 35mm. Why? I don't know, but not too much, not too less. Okay. Let's check out film breadth. What film breadth is doing is that you can see the slightly exposure shiftings, you know, or white balance or exposure shiftings that look like, and that's what it's doing. I don't use it, the film breadth, but some people like it. Gate weave. You got gate weave. So you got film breadth and gate weave. Those two I don't use very often. Overscan, this is also cool. Let's enable it. And you can tweak it a lot. You can bring up the exposure. You can do a lot of stuff. Let's look at the Super 8mm. I like this one, yeah. The 60mm, the Super 16. That's also cool. Yeah. Super 35, widescreen. Yes, this is nice. You can really be creative with this effect. With the overscan, I really like this. Yeah, this is nice. And then you got a vignette. Let's enable it. Before and after. Yes, and you can also put a mask. Let's change the size a little bit. And the aspect ratio. Like this. Okay. Disable the mask mode. Yeah. So you got before and after. Maybe bring the exposure a little bit up for the vignette. Okay. That's too much. Like this maybe, yeah. Okay. And you also got here a monitor, so you can check the false colors, if things are clipping, and output. Sometimes the effects on the Dehancer are maybe for some taste a little bit too heavy, so you can change it. Look where we're coming from, man. From the digital look to this. Really like it, really. It really gives that that vintage vibes. And then you got the LUT generator, so you can export this the settings, and you can check it on your monitor or use it to color grade. And that's it. So let's check it out. We got this. Yeah, man, that's vintage. I really like this. The warm tones. Let's check out before and after. What a difference. Really cool. Maybe put the exposure a little bit up. Like this. And that's the way how I color grade my videos with the Dehancer plugin in DaVinci Resolve. So what do you guys think about Dehancer? Let me know it in the comments. There are a couple of things that I wish was a little bit different, like that I have to disable all the tools for a clean start, and maybe that the plugin is a little bit heavy when you use halation, bloom and all that stuff. It becomes a little bit laggy, but overall I really love it. It really gives that film look. I want to thank Dehancer for this amazing product and that I could use it. I'm gonna use it a lot in my travel vlogs, my music videos, client work. And guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time.